How's your
Good.
side?
Yeah, things are good. We're live now. What's up, everybody? All right, let me
Yes.
get the link shared to Discord, and then we can get started here. Oh, it's taking a while for the YouTube to go. There we go.
Mm.
Okay, we're live now. Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Office Hours on this wonderful November 9th. I'm excited to answer any questions that people have. Let me share my screen here. So office hours is just a opportunity for anybody to ask me questions about whether it be about Epic Web or Epic React or testing JavaScript or something completely different. I am happy to answer whatever questions that I can. I give priority to folks who are in the Zoom call, but once we use up all those questions, then I go to Discord. Looks like right now, yeah, we don't have any questions in Discord, so this could be a short one, but we'll see. Feel free to start sending those questions. I should also mention that I do not pay attention to the YouTube chat, wherever that is. I don't, yeah, so if you want to, feel free to chat on YouTube if you want, but you're not going to be talking to me. So you'll have to come to Discord, and yeah, you can find out all this information at kncdows.com/office hours. All right, Yushan, how can I help you?
Yeah, recently I read your the web's next transition article. It was really amazing.
Sorry,
I
which article?
also the web's next transition.
This one? Oh, the next
No, no, no,
transition.
no.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
one.
yeah. That
Cool.
one. Yes, yes. I think I read. I spent like 3 to 4 hours to read
Oh,
everything. I think. Yeah.
there's a lot
I
to it.
also get into the industry like in the progressively enhanced multi-page apps
Mm-hmm.
era when we use jQuery heavily. So after read that, it's really clear to me what actually happened in this all these years.
Hmm.
So the question is, Kent, do you have an idea about what will be the next transition actually?
Oh, uh, you mean the one after the one I talk about in this blog post?
Yes.
Uh, if I knew that, then I guess I'd start working on it right now. But yeah, I don't know. So right now, the thing that everybody is transitioning to is
Yeah.
the PESPA, the progressively enhanced single page apps. And yeah, it has a lot of really awesome um, what is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm just looking for this section right here, starting right here. So, yeah, lots of really awesome mix between the multi-page apps and single-page apps that I think is the um, gives you the best of both worlds, both for the
Yeah.
developer experience as well as the user experience.
Mm.
If I had to make a guess on what comes next from a web app architecture standpoint, I would say that it will be, I don't know, AI just building it all for us. I honestly, I
Mm.
have no idea what could come
Mm.
after this. Um, there are definitely some pain points with even this architecture. Um,
Yeah.
I think, uh, yeah, I don't
Do you
know.
think? Yeah. Do you think we will be able to get back to the normal HTML CSS stuff by reducing the JavaScript a lot time
Oh, I mean, like you can have the PESPA
in the
architecture without um like you're definitely still using HTML and CSS. And you
uh,
don't if you're not a fan of React and JSX and you just want to write regular HTML and regular CSS, you can totally do that with this
yeah.
architecture. Um,
Uh-huh.
the yeah, the biggest challenge is just ensuring that you can render the same thing, whether it's a client transition or a server render. And so whatever tools you're using to template out your views, you need to be able to use the same template for that. On the client side, you're going to need JavaScript to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to
Mm,
avoid JavaScript, because that's that's what is responsible for the enhancement portion of this. If you don't have JavaScript on the client, then you're just right back to multi-page apps and relying on the browser itself. Now, something that could change this a lot is if the browser changes or its primitives, or which is not going to happen, or adds new primitives that you could build on top of that allow you to do form submissions and stuff that do not trigger full page refreshes.
mm,
And so, but that's only part of it too. Like you need to have some mechanism for declarative focus management, which is basically impossible. And like there's just a lot of things for accessibility reasons and stuff that you are not going to avoid running JavaScript in the browser. Now, whether you're writing that JavaScript is another story. There are other frameworks that are trying to implement the same type of architecture, like Phoenix Live View and whatever the Rails thing is called now. They've gone through like 6 different names on what they call it, but and Laravel has something as well. What's it called? It's Livewire, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, Rails is like Hotwire, and then you've got Live View with Phoenix and Livewire with Laravel, I think. In any case, like you don't have to be the one writing the JavaScript, but at some point there's going to be JavaScript that is executing to be able to give you this, because otherwise you're just running a multi-page app, which works for lots of applications, but there
yeah.
are all the weaknesses that I describe in this post.
Mm, yes, yes, true, true. I'm just, yeah, I'm just guessing what will be the next one. That's why I really asked that question. Yeah,
Mm.
that's true. I'm actually a really big fan of React. That's not a problem. Yeah,
Yeah, cool. Me too. I like React.
nice.
Cool. Well, I don't see any other questions coming in. There's nobody in here. Yushan, is that the only question you had?
Yeah, I have another question. Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you think about the architectures of stuff like micro front ends and yeah, microservices? Yes.
Yeah, so I think that those things solve a problem that very few people really have, and too many people
Uh,
are using the solution, and they don't even have the problem. So the now this is
mm,
I always like to preface my answers with my level of experience so that you can take that as a grain of salt.
yeah,
And
definitely.
I have never worked in a production environment that leveraged microservices very heavily, nor one. I've never even worked in a micro front end app at all. So this is all just my perception from the outside, but and conversations that I've had with people who have experience. I think that there definitely is like there are problems that people are trying to solve with those architectures. Lots of them, from what I understand from people who actually have run apps with those architectures, they tell me that the biggest problem they're trying to solve is organizational challenges. So you've got a lot of different teams working on the same project. At certain size companies, you'd have like one team that's responsible for the header and one team, like a completely different team responsible for the footer. And then like there's the team that's responsible for this piece. And like, because things can just get really, really complicated. And
Mm,
so when you have teams that are responsible for all different parts of the app, then coordinating things between those teams can be really difficult, especially regarding versions of libraries and deployment pipelines and all of that. Getting that code all together so it can deploy safely and everything is just a really big challenge. And so that is my understanding of what the primary motivation behind micro front ends is. Microservices, I think, is a lot of the very similar. Like it just is really difficult to have all of these to have a monolith that does all of the things and
Mm.
coordinate between all the different teams. And so breaking things up to let the teams work independently of each other is attractive. I think it's also a bit of a like a little bit of a pipe dream because you can't really work independently. Um, or at least it requires an enormous amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Not restraint, but like self um, control, because you have to uh, that's not the word I'm looking for either. Discipline, that's the word. It requires a lot of discipline because you need to make sure that you deploying this new thing doesn't break the 30 other services that depend on you, and you don't break integration with the 30 other services you depend on. So they need to be able to deploy independently. They need to version everything appropriately. And like there's just a really, really big cost that comes um, to these solutions. And I can't say that it's not worth it because I've not been in a situation where I felt like, well, I haven't been in the same situations that people who say it's worth it have been in. But
Mm.
it really seems to me that um, there's something wrong if that's the solution. I feel like there are other things that you should evaluate first. Um, I certainly wouldn't recommend doing it for an early stage startup or anything like
Yeah,
that. Just sounds like a really
true,
bad
true.
idea.
Mm.
And even a medium-sized company, probably bad idea. Or like it doesn't matter the size of the company, is more the size of the app and the number of teams working on it.
Yeah,
If you're the only team working on this app, then I just don't have any idea why you would want to break things up that way, because it just introduces so much complexity. So there you go. That's my thoughts on micro front ends and microservices.
yeah, that's really valuable. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. All right, we did get a question here in Discord. Whoops, that is not what I wanted. There we go. Currently on a website page builder project that needs support for rich text editor with support for custom nodes, which helps admin create pages with ease. Fun. My current preferred editor is lexical. I should actually, before I continue reading, I've never done anything like this before. So, um, or like, oh, whoops. Yeah, rich text editors. I have very limited experience with this, so I may not be able to help. Current preferred editor is lexical, but a huge blocker, which has a bug hitting backspace deletes 2 characters on Android Chrome. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. I would love to know a suggestion what editor. Yeah, so there it is. I'm sorry, I have no idea. I can't help with this. I have no experience with this. Definitely. So this came on September 7th. Um, Yeah, I wonder. Um, okay, so it's a underlying bug on Chromium Mobile. Um, but it looks like there's a short-term patch. I don't know, like, have you tried that? It seems like that'd be a pretty okay thing to do. If this has not been released yet, that I think that's probably fine. What I would do to get that is I would build it locally and deploy my own version of it temporarily. Um, yeah, so you could do, um, yeah, I mean, or actually, even better, this person mentioned patch package. I would recommend looking into patch package to apply that change yourself. Um, uh, that's what I would do. Um, sorry, I can't be much more help. Okay, well, there we go. Oh, we got some more coming in. We will wait. Give it a second. I'm just while I wait, I'm looking at my email. We've got some chatter going on around client um, loader and client action, which is pretty sweet. Um, Mm. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, good point. Thumbs up. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. What's up, Andre? Wanted to reach out. I know avid Fly user. Awesome. Uh, Wondering if you had any success deploying Remix app while using Vite plugin on Fly. Not yet. I wouldn't expect it to be a problem though, because Vite is only a development time thing. Once it ends up in the Docker container, I mean the Docker container or building out the Docker image is going to involve Vite, but I wouldn't expect that to be a problem. And then from there you have like you shouldn't have any Vite stuff at all. So I haven't tried yet. I ran into a bug in or not a bug, but like a use case they hadn't considered when migrating my personal site to Vite. So they're going to work on that. And once they get that done, then I will continue that process. I think it's the last thing. And yeah, once that is handled, then I will try to deploy my own site and I'll have more insight for you. Eventually, we'll get the Epic stack on the Vite plugin. Super excited about that. But yeah,
Yeah,
have
me
you
too.
had
Yeah.
problems with that, Andre? Let me know. Yushan, you said you've been trying the Vite plugin too?
Yeah, I'm also really excited about White integration into Remix. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just blown away how fast the HMR is. It's
Mm,
fantastic. And also the ability to not worry about the like restarting the entire server every time.
mm,
But it just reloads. Like you get HMR on the server basically, which is yeah, that's
nice.
also very, very nice. All right. Do not try the solution. Introduce new bugs. Um, oh, I see. Yeah, super sorry to not have a better answer for you. Maybe the solution is to build your own. That doesn't sound like a great solution though. Sorry. This could be one of those situations where you have just like you end up with really hacky code and you ship that and it works and it's okay. Um, so yeah, man, Android Chrome, that's a lot of users that are going to be affected by that though. So yikes.
I actually recently listened to a talk in React India
Mm-hmm.
about these text editors. There was one speaker from Hashno. They listed out all the solutions out there and they explained very nicely why they picked this specific solution.
Okay, let me see if I
I
can
will,
find a recording or
yeah.
something. See, so oh yeah, they just put it up. So 2 weeks ago. Let's see, editor. Notion.
Better.
Is that the one?
Mm.
Cool. Good stuff. We'll throw that to you. Hope here I will reply to this original question. Hope this helps. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Okay. Okay, yeah, Andre. Unfortunately, I had problems when using Dockerfile. I get scaffolded by fly control. Doesn't work out of the box. Oh, okay. Public directory feature may not work correctly. Outdir and public dir are not separate folders. I don't understand why that would be a problem. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be a problem at all. But what you could try is the Epic Stack Docker file. Oh man. Okay, so it's in the other directory. Docker file here. Yeah, that seems or that's a confusing error, but maybe try modifying the Epic Stack Docker file instead. Okay, good. Well, I'll wait just a second to see if we get any replies on that. Um, and okay, good stuff. All right, Andre, peace out. Good luck. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Yashan, and asking questions. Um, and yeah, just for fun, let's see how many people are working on Epic Web workshops right now. Actually got a problem right now. This is super weird. Watch this. Epicstack.dev does not resolve for me. If you go there, it will work. Fly.io also doesn't resolve for me. Like it
Really?
just sits there for a 503. Yushan, can you verify? Can you go to these sites
Yeah, sure.
yourself?
Sure, sure.
I have no idea what's going on. This just started happening a couple days ago that like my phone can access these sites. And so like also all the Epic Web Dev workshops, they don't work for me. It is
Yeah,
super
Kent.
annoying.
Yeah, Kent. Both sides are working for me.
Yeah, I will have to figure out what's going on there. But what I wanted to do before we sign off here is I want to see how many people are working on the workshops right now. 63. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. And I love it. I love this. All right, let's see. Alexa is working on it right now on exercise 6. Is that this one? 3. Boom. Now we're working together. Look how she's like kind of glowing and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like, hey, we're working together. Anyway. All right. Cheers. Thanks everybody for joining. And let's see. Like I mentioned last week, my wife and I are expecting our 5th child. And so what that means is I'm gonna disappear from the face of the earth at some point. Um, and will not be doing office hours as a result for a little while. So just keep that. Oh, try to go here. Oh, let me try that. Thank you. Um, so I might. Oh, okay. Interesting. What? This section should know. Okay. I'm gonna look at that later. Um, yeah, so anyway, if I disappear and I'm not holding office hours, that's probably why. Fadio is typing a message. Also, I got a private message from my friend. I'm gonna just take a look at what he said. He just said good morning. Okay. He'll probably send another message here in a second. DNS. There it is. Boom. All right. Let's go fly.io. Look up. What happens if I go to that IP address?
Mm.
Yeah, it's not happy about that. I don't think we're gonna, yeah, that's not gonna work. Thanks anyway. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's nice. All right. Yeah. Gonna sign off. Thanks everybody. We'll see you maybe next week. Um, the due date's not until a week from Saturday. So very, very possible that I will be here next week. But